Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Today I have a beer from a new brewing company that I have not done a review for yet. This is from Old Nation Brewing Company out of Williamston, Michigan. This beer is called Boss Tweed. This is part of their New Orthodox India Pale Ale series. This is a double IPA. It is 9.3 ABV. And the hops are Magnum, Simcoe, Citra, Mosaic, and Azaka. And they spelled Azaka wrong on the label, but whatever. And yeah, that's about all it has. There's really no description in the beer other than that. So crack it open and see what we got. And the reason I got this, I didn't get this in the mail or anything. They actually just started distributing down to North Carolina, which is pretty awesome. It's not like we don't have an abundance of good IPAs here, but it's also nice. It's always nice to have another really good shelfy IPA, and this is definitely one of them. As you can see, it pours a really cloudy, darker golden to almost a tan color with a really nice, big, fluffy white head. There's a good bit of peach and pineapple there. It's a little like sweaty, like that BO Mosaic sweatiness. A little like earthy and grassy too. I will say I'm not really getting any of the alcohol in the nose at all, which is, kind of surprising for 9.3 is a pretty hefty IPA. Yeah, it smells pretty nice, so I'm going to give it a taste and see what we got. That's really good. So I think the two beers that they're known most for are this one and M43. I've had M43 several times. This one I did have one time. It was like 3 years ago, maybe. When when these guys weren't even distributing. At least if they were, it was only in Michigan. I had never heard of them, and I had them, and I was like, wow, these are really, really good. I'm surprised I had never heard of them. And I'm glad that they kind of blew up, because to me, they're some of the best shelfy, hazy IPAs you can get. But I generally liked the M43 better. I usually like regular IPAs better than doubles anyways, so I was curious to give this another go. The flavor is pretty pithy. It's almost like chewing on fresh hops. Like, it is fairly bitter, but the good thing is it still actually tastes like actual fresh hops. It's not like that grassy, weedy plant material character that you get out of some hazy IPAs. It's because even though it is pretty bitter, it's very clean in the flavor. It's not very sweet, which is a good thing. There's a little bit of sweetness there just to balance the bitterness, but it's not very sweet. And honestly, the booze is really, really held in check. The burn that I'm getting, I feel like, is more from the hop than the alcohol. I mean, it's probably a little bit of the alcohol, but I mean, this drink's easier. This drink's easier than a lot of Dancing Gnomes 8% double IPAs, and this is 9.3. But overall, now I know why people really like these. I'm guessing this is probably pretty shelf stable because it's very very chock full of hops. But it's very very balanced, and it just doesn't have that like green hop character. Doesn't have like that woody. Sometimes I get like a woody note from hazy IPAs that I don't particularly like. It doesn't have any of that. It's very clean, like citrus pith and pineapple hazy IPA. Yeah. And it's very astringent too. Like it's drying the hell out of my mouth. Um, like where it's pretty bitter, so it's hard to go back for like another sip right away. But I want to because it's drying the crap out of my mouth. Uh, yeah, this is a really good double IPA. Um, Definitely a really good hazy one. And I bought this at a store. I think it was like $5.50 for the can. So I'm assuming 4 packs are probably a little less than that. Probably like $20 or somewhere between 18 to 20. I'm guessing. Uh, they do can date, so if you're considering buying this, definitely take a look at that. But if you can get excuse me, if you can get a fresh can, then I would say this is definitely a buy. In my opinion, I don't think this is the best double IPA I've ever had, but it's up there with like the 98th percentile of the better hop brewers, in my opinion. So, if you want a good hazy double IPA, this is definitely an option for that. So, and they did also send down some M43 cans, which I mentioned earlier about that beer. So I will be reviewing that soon as well. So look out for that. But that's all I got on this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.